Hi guys, and welcome back to SeeYou Weekly. After a 3-week break, we are ready to be back and give you the latest news going on around campus and the nation. Let's get started by meeting our wonderful roundtable. Guys, introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Alexandria Hockey.
And I'm Lauren Scafidi.
And I'm Rachel Inosi, subbing in for Amelia Magavro. Starting off with some political news, Donald Trump's children forgot to register on time as Republicans in New York in order to vote for their dad in the upcoming primary there this Tuesday. Trump claims the kids weren't aware of the rules, but they feel really guilty. Eric and Ivanka Trump are both registered, but did not have a political party affiliation. It's quite a shame you won't even have the vote of your own children, Mr. Trump. Do you all think his children not knowing the rules is a good excuse?
Well, first of all, I think it's funny that they're referred to as children when they're both grown adults. Like, everyone's like, his kids, like, they didn't know. I'm like, you're blown adults. Your dad is running in a political race. Like, no, I think you should know a little bit about politics if your dad might be president.
I completely agree. I mean, they had until, the 25th of March to register, and they failed to do so. I'm just concerned and wondering how that conversation at the dinner table went. You know, like, oh, sorry, Dad, it looks like I'm not voting for you in this primary. You know, like, what was his reaction?
I know, I can't imagine. Like, I feel like if my dad was running for president and I did that, he'd be like, what are you doing? Like, how did you forget that? Yeah, come on, I'm running for president. What are you doing? While Trump may not have his kids' votes, however, a few U of I students have ours. 3 business students are currently traveling around Europe using only Red Bull as currency. They call themselves Team Adrenalini and have 7 days to compete against 165 teams in Red Bull's Can You Make It challenge. With no money or phones, these 3 students are relying on their business skills to trade cans of Red Bull in exchange for food, housing, and transportation. I don't know about you guys, but I do not think I could survive 7 days in Europe using only Red Bull as currency.
Oh my God, not a chance. I would not last a day. But I actually got to talk to the 3 students, and what will help them a lot, I think, is that they can speak 5 different languages between the 3 of them. So between the different countries they go to, that should definitely help. But they don't know where they're going. They know that they start in Prague and they end in France. But other than that, they just kind of go where the wind takes them.
Oh my gosh, I'd be terrified. I could not do it. I think people will be like nice to them about it though when they explain like what they're doing. Be like, yes, okay, I'll drive you for Red Bull because you only have Red Bull. Like, that'll be fine. But I would never even sign up for that. I think that's totally wild that they're doing it.
Yeah, I can't imagine like going to a restaurant, getting food, and being like, by the way, I have no money, but will you take this Red Bull instead? Like,
yes, is it something you say before, like, I don't have money, but I have Red Bull, and then they say no, and then you walk out, or do you wait until, like, after you eat?
Yeah, like,
to say, this is all I have, I don't know
how does that work, and how do you get, like, on transportation, like, here's my cans of Red Bull, sorry I don't have money, but will you take me to?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I just feel like that's, like, overall very awkward, but, like, hey, all props to them.
I'm proud of them. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope they make it.
I know, I'm really interested to see how that goes for them. Well, we wish those students nothing but the best of luck as they continue to embark on their journey across Europe. We will be rooting for you. In other campus news, Lindsay Johnson, the student who gave birth to a child in a dorm bathroom back in March, has been charged with first-degree murder. Her parents paid the 10% of her $750,000 bail so she wouldn't have to sit in jail. Johnson admitted the baby was born alive and crying. She previously denied knowing she was pregnant. However, an analysis of her phone showed records of searches about pregnancy, abortions, and after signs of pregnancy. Do you guys think that these were the appropriate consequences for her after what had happened?
When this story first came out, I tried to justify it. I was like, oh, I'm sure the baby was born dead. Like, I'm sure she didn't know she was pregnant. Like, that does happen when it's, it's very rare, but it does. But then to hear that she, like, knew she was pregnant, there were, like, her internet search history back in September was, like, signs of pregnancy, am I pregnant, like, all this stuff. And then to, like, give birth to an alive baby and suffocate it, like, yes, send her to prison. Like, what the heck?
I know.
Well, I did see that she can face up to 85 years in prison. She was charged for 3 different things. So 85 years is a long time, and I think it's fair.
Yeah, that is such a long time. I'm just sitting here thinking, can you imagine one day going to classes at U of I, next day you're being charged with murder. Like, I can't even fathom that, to be honest.
No way.
But, I mean, she did what she did.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, her whole story is crazy with putting the baby in the backpack. Like,
oh, gosh.
just call 911. Like, I can sympathize if, like, her parents are, like, really strict about, like, maybe they're, like, super religious and, like, her having a baby would be, like, the biggest letdown. But also, maybe you should not kill a baby. It's an idea.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a thought.
But there are so many available resources on campus and just right off campus that she could have dropped it off at or gone to for help. So I just don't understand why she did what she did.
Right, and I think that's the thing, like, people need to be more aware of those resources because, I mean, she may not have known, but regardless, it's very sad. It's a very sad story. But she did what she did, and here are the consequences. This is what happens.
I agree, but they're having another trial May 3rd, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We'll have to stay up to date on that.
No, definitely.
Well, in lighter news, Burger King employees in Coon Rapids, Minnesota didn't have it their way after a prank call gone wrong. Employees received a call from what was said to be a fire department official instructing them to break the restaurant windows in order to relieve pressure of an explosive gas inside the building. Workers listened to the advice from the prankster and started breaking windows around the restaurant. 22 windows were broken in total, and there were thousands of dollars worth of damage. Police advise if a business ever gets a call asking them to take some sort of action, call 911 or assume it's a prank call. This video has gone absolutely viral, and it's almost comical to watch. I was laughing during it. So I cannot imagine what these people who were filming the video were thinking in their heads. Like, what would you do if you saw Burger King employees walking around the restaurant breaking windows?
I don't know. I'd like to think that I would be really concerned, be like,
Right.
oh my God, what is happening? But at the same time, I think I would find myself just laughing. I mean, I don't know what I would do, honestly.
Yeah, no, I definitely would be like, what's going on? But the bigger part of me would be laughing so hard I could not be of aid to anybody.
I know. My brother is the one who actually sent me the story, and I thought he was kidding. And I was like, is this a joke? But then I watched the video, and they're like punching the windows, like kicking them. I was like, oh, getting intense over there. While the Cubs had their home opener this past Monday, their season and our spring season are looking a little brighter. This upcoming weekend is supposed to be in the 70s, which is perfect weather to go out and cheer on the Cubbies against the Rockies. I know I'm heading to the game tomorrow. What are you guys doing this weekend?
I'm probably going to sleep a lot. And I will definitely be going out with friends. I didn't get to go out this past weekend, so I'm like have a lot of pent up going out energy that I'm ready to.
You got making up to do.
Yeah, exactly. I got to catch up.
I'm actually not going to be here this weekend. I'm going to Indy, so I'm so upset. I'm going to miss this 73-degree weather. I mean, I feel like we've been teased so much. You know, before spring break, it was so nice. I was wearing shorts, but last week I was wearing a winter coat. Like, I'm confused.
Right.
I don't know what clothes to wear.
I know.
I don't know what to send home. I mean,
I want the good weather back. I'm sick of the rain. I don't want any snow. Like there was snow in the suburbs. I'm sick of it.
April showers bring Mayflowers, Rachel.
I just need the Mayflowers right now. So weather, if you want to bring the Mayflowers in April, that'd be great.
Yeah.